It's amazing to see that some people are celebrating kids going back to school. Right? You see how the summer went by so fast? I'm sitting here looking at the days and realizing that it's getting dark earlier than it used to. Like at 8 o'clock, it starts to get dark. And I'm like, what happened, summer? What happened? Now, I've had plenty of opportunity. I was gonna say I had plenty of opportunity to do a lot of shit this summer, right? But it slows me down with the COVID and the monkeypox. I second guess the type of activities I want to do. Like I've been trying to go to Sojo Spa. Come on in, come on in. I've been trying to go to Sojo Spa for I don't know how long now. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, just come on in. I'm gonna give y'all the morning vibes, and we're gonna go from there. You know what I'm saying? I mean. She has been through some things. Life wasn't kind, but survival. Come on in. Hey. She has been hurt many times, but has given love through her pain. Pain. Hey YouTube. Hey Facebook. Come on in. She stands growing, healing, and learning to love herself. She is a root planted in the ground, still blossoming and expanding. She is healing. She is raw to the bone. Hey, hey. Come on in, y'all. If you're coming in through IG, give me the hearts. If you're coming in through YouTube, give me the thumbs up. Hey, good morning, Blissfully Evolving. I'm still here, y'all. Forever. Hey. All right, y'all. Going for now, but never forever. But I'm just coming in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh no, we can't have none of that messing up my copyright shit. I just said. All right, let me go to Facebook because I want to make sure that my page, my podcast is public because it doesn't automatically come into Facebook as public. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Facebook. All right. Hello, Facebook. And hello, YouTube, and hello, IG. Happy fucking hump day. Y'all know what today is. Today is question and opinions day, right? And I call that AKA assholes day because everybody has an opinion. And the one rule that I have for Coffee with Friends on opinion and question and opinion day is we're going to respect each other's opinion. That we going to do. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Juanita. All right. Really, Georgie? I love it. I love it. Thank you. Hey, Glamour 47. And so, listen, I appreciate you motherfuckers. Come on in. Come on in. It is Wednesday. I was saying that the summer has gone by us so quickly, and there's a lot of things I wanted to do. Like one of the things that I wanted to do was go to the spa. But every time I think about going to the spa, I'm thinking about monkeypox. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I was on the phone with my mother yesterday, right? Okay, good, Juanita. Thank you. All right. I love the support that we give each other. Juanita was just supporting Kev SD, aka Protagonist, on his live. He goes live a couple of times before I hop on in the morning. Sometimes I catch him, sometimes I don't. This morning, I didn't catch him, and I'll tell y'all why. All right. But I was talking to my mother last night, and it was funny because she said, "Oh my God, there's like 1,100 and something cases in Florida, right?" And at first I was like, wow, that's a lot of cases, right? And then I said, good morning, Boobalicious. And then I said, 1,100 people out of all those thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people in Florida, are the numbers really that bad? And then New York reported about 1,300 cases. And I was like, okay, hey, Kev SD. I was like, okay, that sounds like a lot of numbers. But as big as New York is 1,300 really a lot of numbers? But I'm going to tell y'all. And then Atlanta. All right, AG and I was just talking. We said, oh, we're not hearing anything about Atlanta with the monkeypox. Well, baby, a porn star posted his monkeypox scenario, journey, or whatever experience. And people were commenting saying Atlanta has numbers such as like 350 something cases. And so monkeypox is definitely out there, y'all. But the numbers are not in the thousands or anything like that. And I'm not hearing people go into the hospital and dying from it, right? The other thing that I'm hearing is that if you get monkeypox, basically they say don't come to the hospital, don't go to the doctor, call the fucking doctor, tell them that you got monkeypox, and then sit your ass still and it'll go away eventually. 4 weeks, up to 4, 5, 6 weeks, you can have that shit. So, for me, moving around in the summer has been very oh baby, we're gonna talk about that. So blessed. I pray we're gonna pray for our sister. So for me, I'm hesitant in doing things like the spa and shit like that because I feel like those are the most opportune times to get some shit like monkeypox. So I don't know. I don't know. But I do know. Thank you, protagonists. Keep up with the likes. If you coming in on YouTube, make sure you take a pause and give me the likes, the thumbs up, hearts on IG, and like and thumbs up on Facebook. All right. Okay. Because I appreciate y'all. I need to know that y'all appreciate me. All right. But I tell y'all what, listen, this fall and this winter, I'm gonna be traveling. All right, because I'm gonna start living my life. Okay, I posted something yesterday, and it's gonna be a difficult journey because it's going to be something new for me. Right. But in my healing season, I'm trying everything that gives me peace and gives me joy. Right. And allows me to live out my days. You know, growing and continuing to heal, right? And so one of the things I said to myself, I posted yesterday was my priorities were always my family, keeping the family together, making sure that we had a family unit, right? I've always been that person, not the only person in my family, but for me and my core family, I've been that person. And so I've always put other needs before my own, right? And I've always moved that way, right? That has become a habit for me to forget myself and to put myself second. And so what I realized that is once I start putting myself first, people still expect me to think about everything else as priority. What about the family? What about me? What about this? What about that? And in the meantime, I'm just trying to take a pause and think about me, right? And some people get so used to the way that you move, they get so used to the way that you pour into your family and into your friends that as soon as you cannot pour into your family and into your friends anymore at a certain level, at a certain rate, or you're not thinking about anybody else's feelings, not because you want to hurt anybody, right? It's just that you're thinking about yourself, right? That's where I'm at. And it's not to hurt anybody. And I've been saying this, but I have to keep saying this because there's going to be people in my life that's impacted, right? And the one thing I say is, I've been there for my family and my friends for a lot of years. But now it's time for me to be there for me. And it might look like neglect to some people, but it's not neglect. It's me learning not to neglect myself. That's it and that's all, right? That's it and that's all. And so, in your life, I'm saying that because in your life, if you ever get to a point in your life where you feel that you need to take you time, right? Take that shit. And yes, people might be offended. People might not understand. People might feel that you're hurting them on purpose. Mm-mm. What they didn't understand was you might have been hurting yourself all this time. And finally, you realize that you got to step back and put yourself first. Don't feel bad about that, right? I struggle with feeling guilty about it. I do, right? I do. But at the same time, I'm like, I can't, I got to keep going in this journey. I got to keep going. And in the statement that I made, I said, those that organically love me, you know what that means? Do y'all know what that means? If you organically love me, you'll give me this space and this time for myself. That's it. Because I can't continue to show up for nobody else if I can't show up for myself. Okay. All right. And so that was a moment. But good morning, Johnny Leon Hill. Good morning, Damaris. Good morning, Hearts of Fire. And yes, I did see the picture of Wendy Williams. Who saw the latest pictures of Wendy Williams? Hey, Natalia. Hey, Shalonda Ray. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Who saw the latest pictures of Wendy Williams, right? I mean, I said we got to pray for a sister. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Georgie said, it's already getting dark at 7:39 already. A whole hour gone. Yes. I'm telling you. And people have already started going back to school, right? Depending on where you live. School has started. Teachers are back at work, right? And we getting back into this routine all over again. Wow. Wow. Telling you. Okay. Good morning. Um, Juanita said, I was just on Kev's show to show some love. I love that. I said, I appreciate you guys jumping around supporting each other. We do try to do that. All right. Georgie said, when you playing music and say that's my song, it literally is. Hey, y'all. Hey. I love that. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. All right. Um, Georgie said, did y'all see Tabitha ladies video saying that you never had a you season? You take moments but always get distracted. And I felt that to my core. Baby, I didn't see that video. Georgie, can you send me that video? Because listen, hey Uhu, is what real? The picture of Wendy Williams, yes, it's real. They have live video of her going in and out of either her building or something, and she's talking. And Wendy Williams has lymphedema, right? Where they drain her legs, or she has to get like a drainage in her legs. I don't know. I think she has GERD or something like that. She has something, and so I don't know. Like when they interview Wendy when she's out in public and shit, like those last pictures circling around, they stopped and they talked to her, and the one thing that she constantly focuses on is this big diamond ring that she has on her finger. I'm gonna get back to that Tabitha thing, Georgie, that big diamond ring on her finger. And she seems to be a little off. Like, I don't know if it's the medication she's taking for the lymphedema or something else. I'm not here to accuse nobody because I ain't got that kind of money to be in court, right? But I want to say this. I want to send out prayers for Wendy Williams. I know that a lot of people are saying that this is karma for Wendy and shit like that. But let me tell you something. You can't be mad at Wendy Williams for doing her job. I know Hearts of Fire. I'm trying. Listen, Hearts of Fire. This is a podcast, right? That has an IRS number that somebody can sue. So I got to be careful with my words. All right. Okay. I got to be careful with my words. You see what happened to that other podcast lady who Cardi B sued, right? The fuck. Okay. Listen, I just want to pray for her because let me tell you something. People are saying it's karma and Wendy was a bitch and she deserves this and that. But let me say this. She did her job. She was a podcaster. And let me say this. A lot of people don't like podcasters because they get on here and they talk a lot of shit and they talk about people. And people don't like podcasters, but she did her job and she did her job well. Well to the point where motherfuckers don't like her. But did she deserve for her husband, Kevin, to do her dirty like that? I don't think any woman deserves that. right? That amongst other things. Then she turned around and lost her whole show after that, right? And on top of that is dealing with an illness, right? It's a lot. It's a lot, guys. Listen, I I I I I have my little podcast. Let me not put little on my podcast because I'm not trying to. I have my podcast. I'm not gonna put little on that shit. I have my podcast set up in my office, okay? And I come in here, I'm not being paid for it. I don't have a production company. I don't have assistants. I don't have any of this shit, okay? And sometimes this shit stresses me the fuck out. It does. Sometimes I get on here, Graves' disease. That's what it is, Pat. Not GERD. It's Graves' disease. Thank you for that, Pat. Wendy Williams has Graves' disease. Um, and so sometime I get on here and I be like, oh my God, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to do? Sometime I get on here and I got to pee in the middle of the show. Sometime I got to make number two in the middle of the show. Some days I've been on here and I've been nauseous and felt like I was going to faint when I had the kidney infection. You know, it's hard to be in front of people and talk a bunch of shit. Okay. And everybody is not going to like you. They're not. But she did her job well, in my opinion. Today is Question and Opinions Day, in my opinion. So I'm going to send out prayers for Wendy Williams because at the end of the day, nobody deserves to go through any kind of illness, okay? In any kind of disgusting relationship madness that she went through, all right? That's hard. All right. And so, we talk about on here, let's love up on our brothers and sisters, although some of us be, every night we not perfect. We crack on our brothers and sisters too, because this is what we fucking do. But listen, I'm sending prayers out for Wendy Williams. Now back to Tabitha. Let me tell y'all something, ladies and gentlemen. Tabitha is doing the damn thing. So Georgie said, did y'all see Tabitha Lady's video saying you ever had a U season? I had to read that again because I started out my show talking about this, right? You take moments but always gets distracted. You take moments to have a U season, but always get distracted. And that's what happened to me. I need to see that video. That's what happens to me because my family will come in and be like, what about me? And what about me? And what about me? And you're always the one to do this, and you didn't do this, and you didn't do that. And I'll be like, baby, in my mind, I'll be like, I don't care. I do care, but damn it, do y'all care about me? Sometimes you got to look around and see if people really care about you, right? Because when you take the time for yourself and they get mad because you stop doing shit for them and thinking about them and their needs, you got to start asking yourself, do these people really understand me? If you are close to me, right? And I share a lot of my deep dark shit with you, then you should know exactly what I'm going through. So when I start moving different and it look a little different, and you don't give me grace, I got to start asking myself, who do I have in my life that understands that sometimes RAW needs a U season, whatever that fucking looks like. And when I take a U season, that might mean that you are not included with love. Has nothing to do with it. It only means that I'm not thinking about anybody else but myself right now. And it's okay to do that. So, Tabitha, thank you for posting a video reminding motherfuckers to take a U season. And that's what I'm doing. I love y'all, everybody in my life, but this is a U season for me, whatever that looks like. I need it. Hmm. But the other thing about Tabitha, baby, I was watching the Food Network last night. Tabitha is on one of the cooking shows. I think they were cooking vegan food because that's her thing. And she was sitting there as one of the judges. I was like, yes, Tabitha, this is how we celebrate our brothers and sisters. I've been following Tabitha for a while. All right. And she would just get on and jump on her live and talk about her vegan food and her content was beautiful. And eventually years later, someone recognized how beautiful of a person she is and how talented she is and how she can lend to social media world and expand on that. And look at her. Now she is on the Food Network. I mean, I I got to celebrate our sisters, right? Um Cheryl Lee said the weather has been cooler in the DMV these last couple of days, as well as getting darker earlier. Same here. One morning we woke up and it was 68 degrees. I was like, I'm not ready. Yesterday, I actually had on one of my crop hoodies. Y'all know, listen, it's that time again. You need some hoodies, go to raw2thebone.com. Get yourself a hoodie. What's going on? Right? Represent coffee with friends with a hoodie. Why not? I got crop top hoodies. I still got them shits. All right. Fall is coming. Get them while they're here. All right. I actually threw on my crop top hoodie yesterday because it had a little breeze or whatever. And I had my workout clothes on. And so these hoodies come in handy, y'all. Get yourself one. All right. It's getting cool here too. Pat said, unlike Wendy, you stress do not attack each other and respect each other. I wish Wendy the best. Well, yeah, right, because I'm trying to love up on our brothers and sisters. I don't want anybody fighting. I don't, right? And I'm not going to tolerate that on my show. I'm not, right? This is a happy space and this is a safe space where people can come on here and say what they want to say, give their opinion, and it doesn't matter even if I don't agree with you. It doesn't mean that you should stop talking. It doesn't mean that I love y'all any less. It doesn't mean that I don't support y'all, right? It just means that we are on here sharing our various perspectives and learning from each other. All right. And we're going to respect each other, even if we don't agree. Right. This is us understanding that we're not all the same. Right. And this is us also understanding that some of us have had the experience in life that some of us need to hear about so that we can add it to our journey and our growth. Good morning, mother. Good morning. I am Jacinta. All right. I am Jacinta said exactly at Robin the selfishness that goes on in friendships, friendships, families, everything. The one time, and it happens to me every time. The one time I step aside and I go, I'm taking a me moment. Somebody, somebody, somebody gets upset about that. And I want to say this in defense to them as well. Change can be hard. Sometimes, the adjustment affects other people too. But I just want to say I can't stress this enough. We got to learn to give each other grace because there's people around here that just think that they're perfect. And y'all are not. Not none of y'all are perfect. Hey Lele, good morning. Good morning, Fashion Apparel. Yes, Grand Rising Kings and Queens. I love it. Heart to Fire said if she was well, she'd be talking about herself. She would be. She would be. You see how she held that foot up in the camera? I don't know if I could have did that. Cause y'all motherfuckers on social media are mean. I don't know if I could have put my lymphedema foot up on the camera. I don't think the fuck I could. Okay. Yes, Tabitha is a beautiful soul. I am Jacinta says she has really leveled up at Tab. I'm proud of her. Proud of her. Leveled up and retired her husband. You see how we show up for our men? Yes, protagonist, I sell hoodies. Raw2thebone.com. Get yourself one. I sell hoodies and I sell t-shirts. I sell hats. You know, I wore it before. The cap, ex judgment, because I rep that ex judgment shit. All right. Don't judge me. I ain't judging you. Hey, the foot drama queen. Hey, Madison 1228. But I want to say thank you, y'all. Thank you. Well, where's AG? He's not on here this morning. All right. Because AG, he knew that my next couple of days is going to be hectic. I don't know. Anybody on here? First of all, let me back up a minute, right? Because it's 8:27. Today is Question and Opinions Day, and I'm going to start out with my first motherfucking question. Question and Opinions Day, AKA assholes. Why do I say assholes for the newcomers? Because opinions are like assholes. We all have one. We're going to give our opinion, ask our questions, right? And we're going to respect the responses that come out of here. You ain't got to like it, but we're going to respect it. All right. So, my first question is, and I'm going to read the comments, keep running up the comments. My first question is, who out here in Coffee with Friends world begs to be a grandmother? You know how you watch TV or you watch shows and people be like, or you having conversations with your friends and they be like, Dad, I can't wait for my son to have kids. Oh my God, I can't wait for my daughter to have kids. I want to be a grandmother. I want to be a grandmother. Who on here begs to be a grandmother? I need to talk to y'all for a minute. Who on here said, I want to be a grandmother? I want to know where y'all the fuck at because I got questions. All right. Because this week, the 4-year-old, their parents, my son, because I only got one son, but I got 3 grands, okay? The 20-year-old is the oldest, so I don't have to watch her anymore. Then I got the 8-year-old and the 4-year-old, okay? Um, the, the grandmothers are the first line of defense. So my son decides he wants to go on vacation. He deserves it. He ain't been on vacation since, the last girlfriend, which was Chunk's mother. Not a vacation. So he deserves it, right? And so he said, Ma, I'm going on vacation. You got your granddaughter. I was like, hold up. What you mean I got my granddaughter? That's the 4-year-old. I was like, what you mean? Right? He was like, I'm leaving Wednesday and I'm coming back Monday. I said, hold up. So you want me to have baby girl from Tuesday night until Monday? Uh-uh. I said, there's 2 grandmothers, right? There's me and then there's the other grandmother. Okay. We're going to split this shit. Okay. Because I'm having a you moment. I'm having a you life right now. I, I'm not, I'm trying to be free. Okay. And so I have an agreement in place that I have the 4-year-old from Wednesday to Friday. Friday, I am jumping in my car, meeting the other grandmother at a checkpoint, and we doing a crossover. We doing an exchange. So right now in my house, I have Chunk and I have Aries. Chunk didn't spend the night last night because baby, I can't. First of all, Aries don't sleep. I turned the TV off and she was in the dark with her eyes open, playing on her phone. I was like, good night. My mother was like, what's she gonna do? I said, lay the fuck here with her eyes open. What's these kids? She didn't go to sleep. She fell asleep when her phone died. I don't know when she fell asleep. I woke up. Her phone was underneath her. She in the bed with me, and she's little like this. Y'all, who on here asked to be a grandmother? I want to know who asked for this. I'm just asking. Heart to Fire said people really don't understand that the you thing. They don't. They don't understand the you thing because as soon as you take a you moment, they go, "What about me?" And you be like, "What? I'm taking a you moment, right?" I don't have the time to explain it to people. I just move and do me. See, Hearts of Fire. But then what happens, Hearts of Fire, when it affects your relationships with other people? When you're taking a you moment and it affects your relationships with other people, what do you do? These are my fucking questions, y'all. And I need answers. I need opinions and asshole responses. What do you do when you are taking a you moment and other people are offended by your movement and your actions? Okay? Georgie, don't crack up over my face because I'm out. I didn't ask to be a grandmother, right? And maybe I would have felt, maybe I would have had that urge to want to be a grandmother if I got to double nickels and didn't have any. But I've been a grandmother since 32, 32, 33. I've been a grandmother for 20 something years. Oh, for 20 years, 21 years almost. Amaya. 20 years I've been a grandmother. It's it's a lot of work. I went from being a mother to a grandmother. I didn't have an in between time. So, baby, when I say I'm taking a U season, I fucking mean it. Right? And so I got two milestones to get over. This week and then September when Chunk's mother is on her honeymoon. I have him for about 8 days. But thank God my mama will be here, okay? Telling you. But the one thing I want to say is thank you, AG, for understanding that I didn't sign up for this. and and let me tell you what AG did. I'm gonna tell you, I've been blessed with meeting great people and great friends in my life. For real, for real. And I happened to meet AG at work, right? And the mere fact that he lives around the corner from me, God had a plan. He did. He had a plan. Right? Because none of my friends live close to me. I just have family close to me. You know, Rashmi, y'all know Rashmi, but she's considered family, right? But I didn't have any friends that live close to me. And he's, so it was a blessing. So yesterday, AG cooked spaghetti, right? Spaghetti with, meat and all that shit. He made a big pot. And you know what he said? I made it because I know the kids are coming. I can't. I love that motherfucker. Okay. Then he said he made pancake batter for me in the refrigerator so that I can make the kids breakfast. He don't make pancake from the box. His batter is fresh flour. Okay. And he made banana pancakes for me. Put the batter in a thing and sent me on my way. So he made sure that in my busy schedule, and he understands that I'm in my U season, that he took some of the weight off of me having to think about what I'm gonna feed these kids for breakfast and dinner. Lunch, we'll wing it. Okay. And so I want to say, AG, I appreciate that shit. I don't take any of it for granted. All right. And I made those pancakes this morning, waiting for little Aries to wake up. Cause again, I don't know what time she went to sleep. But that's my question. Who the fuck on here asked to be a grandmother? And then I got something to read to y'all. I'm gonna read something to y'all after I read these comments. Um, Ghost said, I die wearing a hoodie out here in Texas right now. I'm ready for it to get cooler. Listen, I know that shit is right. But Ghost, you should get a hoodie anyway, because tomorrow it could be an ice storm in Texas. You know how the fuck y'all do. Y'all will have a whole snowstorm after that being 155 degrees on Wednesday. Thursday, it'll be an ice storm. I know, because our call center, when I used to work for TD Waterhouse, well, and then it migrated to TD Ameritrade. Our call center moved to Texas and the whole office would be closed because they have an ice storm. I'd be like, what? It was 105 degrees the day before. What the fuck? But I got t-shirts too, Ghost. I don't just have hoodies. I have t-shirts and I have hats. It's just been a while, y'all, since I've advertised my webpage. All right. But it's there. Natalia said, we have learned through the past 2 years that self-love is required. It is a must to maintain your peace. Everyone is not going to understand that, and that's on them. Yeah. 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 So Blessed said, how is grandma duty going? So Blessed, you serious right now? It's the fuck going. Telling you. I think she's up. I hear conversations going on out there. All right, let me go up and read these comments. Wait. Tuesday to Monday, woo. No, well, no, I have baby girl Tuesday to Friday because I couldn't do the Monday. But Chunk I'm gonna have for 8 days. But my mother is gonna be here to help me. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. All right. You say you are not ready for the baby at all. I'm never ready. I'm not. They just show up. I'm never the fuck ready. Listen. They be messing up my schedule, messing up they cock blockers, they everything. I can't get no loving. I can't do nothing. The hell. Protagonist said, my son is only 4, but when he gets bigger, whenever he needs me, his kids welcome free of charge. I got video games, music. I ain't worried about no kid. Listen, I got PlayStation too. The freak, they got their tablets, they got their phones, but the noise levels for me, I be like, oh my God, can y'all be quiet? Like, can y'all just sit still and be quiet? The one thing I could say though, they don't jump on furniture, they don't touch shit. All right. And so, So Blessed said, not me. You don't want to be a grandmother, So Blessed. Hey, McCliver. Natalia said, not me. I have not begged to be a grandma. When my son or daughter bless me with a grandbaby, then I welcome that. However, I am in no rush, baby. Don't rush that shit. Natalia said, I saw Aries foot, Robin. Hilarious. And that's how she tried to sleep on me last night. The foot was on me. I have hot flashes, y'all. All right, I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to read something and then I'm going to come back and read these comments. Ooh, said, I'd like to be one in 10 to 15 years. Okay. Glamour 47 said, I didn't. The one who gave me three swore she wasn't having any. Well, three crumb snatches later, and they live close, and the little ones is just like yours, all up all night, all up all damn night. Too old for this. Glamour. I turned all the shit off. The TV, the lights. I said, you gonna be looking at the dark. The fuck? I woke up eventually to go pee and she was sleeping. I said, okay, the fuck? Damn it. I can't with these kids. All right. Protagonist said real friends understand your you moment. Opportunists get offended, but they need to go anyway. I am Jacinta said, Robin, I would communicate with them about your you season and how that looks like for you and how they can show up for you during that season. That's good advice. I am Jacinta. That's good advice. And you know what? In hindsight, I probably should have done that. But y'all know a year ago when I got separated, I couldn't think straight. I was trying to navigate through a breakup, maintaining my show, maintaining my emotions, right? I had an attack on my podcast at one point that I had to deal with some legal issues. I had a lot going on. And you know what, I am Jacinta? I wasn't clear headed enough to do just that, what you suggested. And that's why I say, if you love people, and you know these people, like I'm not new. My friends, I'm not new to them. They know what type of person I am. They know that I will show up for them when I can. So I just feel like, if you know me and you know the type of person I am and you see that I'm moving different and it looks funny, also understand the things that I'm going through and give me grace. Right? The same way I give other people grace. But you are right, I am Jacinta. In my clear-headed mind, I should have did something like that. But my mind wasn't clear. Y'all been through breakups before, right? Let me read something to y'all, and then I'm going to come back and read these comments because this shit had me bugging. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Okay. All right, here we go. I got this from online. I'm going to read this. Y'all ready? And then I'm going to go back and read all the other comments. It's 8:40 already. It says, my wife and I confronted our kids about their affair. Did y'all hear me? My wife and I confronted our kids about their affair. This is Wednesday. All right. And I have a fucking question about this. And I know all y'all gonna have questions. I posted over a week ago about how I know my son and my daughter are sleeping with each other. And today I would like to give an update to the situation. I first had a long discussion with my wife about what to do. We both knew for a while and had decided to let it continue, but we have not talked about it in months. After some discussion, we realized that we both find it arousing that our kids are together, but we were both too embarrassed to admit it to each other. So that was pretty awkward. We decided that we would tell them we know that and that we would be 100% supportive of their relationship. The talk. The talk was not hard as I expected. We laid out before we admitted we knew that they were not in trouble and that they could continue and we were supportive of them. They looked so red, it was as if we had caught them in the act. Okay, but after they calmed down, we had a long and serious talk. In the end, we learned that they are using every birth control method imaginable on their own. I cannot explain how proud of them I am for that. and that they haven't been with anyone else except each other. We agreed to let them move into the same room and that they can be open about their relationship at home. The dynamic of our family life has changed a lot over the last few days, and I am curious to see how it will continue to evolve. The fucking end. Okay? The end. The brother and sister are fucking. The shit gave me a hot flash, y'all. And I read it before. The brother and sister are fucking. And the parents turned around and said that they are aroused by the fact that their kids are together and allowed them to move into the same room together and proud of them because they're using birth control. What are y'all thoughts? I'm gonna go back and read the other comments because I fucking gonna leave that out there for y'all thoughts, okay? Um, Theo said AG is the best. Oh, and let me say this. I wanted to do it yesterday, Theo, but you came onto the show after I was in my groove and then I completely forgot. But I want to take a minute and congratulate Theodora Carter, all right, for getting her certification in cycling. All right. Now, y'all know Theo, all right, our resident life coach, our resident executive VP, now our resident, all right, cycling instructor. She has a certification to do cycling. Now, you know, Theo has a Peloton and she rides the fuck out of that bike. All right. And so, congratulations, Theo. We have to celebrate each other when we hit a milestone, no matter what that milestone is. All right. And so, congratulations, Theo, to you for having certification in cycling. All right. I love that shit. That's like you could do a part-time job at a gym cycling. That's not a bad idea. I love it. All right. Okay. Madison said if they like IHOP, kids eat free 4 to 8 p.m. Yeah, but when I got time to go to IHOP during the week, by the time 4 o'clock come, I'm ending my workday and I'm on to some other shit. But thank you for that. All right. Um, Georgie. Georgie said, if you are taking a U season and others are offended, it's an unfortunate but fortunate side effect and lets you know who you need to let go of or definitely take a break from because they don't really care about you the way they think you do, or the way you think I think they do, and feel that their selfishness is okay, but not yours. Wow. That's a mouthful, Georgie. Wow. Thank you for that. Hearts of Fire say it's on them, Robin. As a strong person, we need to have time to recoup. People are draining as fuck. It's their problem, not mine. Yeah. That's the hard part. Because, you know, my feelings, as much as I come on here and drop the F bombs and shit, I got real sore feelings. My feelings be getting hurt. And I be like, damn, why people want to treat me like that? And I show up consistently for people. But damn it, when I got to take time and show up for myself, it's not always received well, right? It's not. And it baffles me. It does. It baffles me. Glamour said, if it wasn't for their favorite auntie, I would be dead. Help me. I need a favorite auntie. The fuck? I'm telling you, I need a favorite auntie. Yes, Georgie, AG is the real one. I'm telling you, this is somebody who just looks out for you just because. You know what I'm saying? Just does shit just because. And you know, he did it without me asking, without me expecting. It was like a surprise. He was like, I'm making spaghetti because I know the kids are coming and that's something that you could eat the next day. Right. And so you'll have something for them. And the pancake batter, I was like, perfect. Now I don't have to get up in the morning and figure out what to feed these kids. I could get up early, flip these pancakes, put them in the oven on warm. When they're ready to eat it, they can eat it. Okay. Protagonist said, my mom makes mad food for her grands. I don't cook, but I'll be sure to step up when she ain't around. I hear that. Not my mother. Where's my mother? Is she on here still? Not my mother. My mother be looking around with the kids talking about what we eating. Okay. Um, Hearts of Fire says, see, here goes AG again. Someone needs to go snatch him up. Hella fine. Great black man. For real? Listen, I'm gonna be mad when he get into a relationship. Cause I'm gonna be like, yo, can you make enough for three? The fuck? Right. Listen, they gonna be like, can you get your friend out of the house? The fuck? Why is your friend always over here? I'm be like, oh, fuck. Okay. They gonna have to love me. Okay. That significant other is going to have to love me. Shit. The fuck. All right, we just friends. I don't want him. He just my friend. He take care of me, okay? It's all good. You can have him in every other way. Georgie said, I love the South weather be like high 92, low 39. Yup. I am disinterested at protagonist. That's right. But if you just up and stop talking to me, well, me personally, I would reach out to see what is going on. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uhu said, I'm all good from the doctors. Only thing is my iron is low and I need more vitamin D. Blood pressure is normal and no diabetes. Congratulations, Uhu. The thing about the vitamin D is, I was low in vitamin D too during COVID because we were in the house for 2+ years, not really going out and laying out in the sun and shit like that. And so normally when you're low in vitamin D, they'll write you a prescription to take vitamin D for a period of time. But don't OD on vitamin D. It's not good to take too much vitamin D, okay? But overall, your health sounds good. That which leads me into hashtag fit friends, right? Hashtag fit friends, y'all. I see y'all out there working out. AG is walking every morning. Angel is working out on a daily basis. Theo is constantly riding that bike and tagging hashtag fit friends. I see y'all out there making a difference in your health. Ooh, who just gave us her doctor's report. Going to the doctor, getting your blood work is key. Getting your urinalysis is key. That is all a part of monitoring your health. So, Uhu, thank you for sharing your medical update with us, right? I go and I get my blood work done every 3 to 4 months. I have a blood work um prescription on my refrigerator right now. I need to go and take my ass to go get this blood work before my next appointment. Um and so I think that that's important. So kudos to you, Uhu. Kudos to you. Mishi Boo said flowers in the attic. What the fuck is that? Hey, Fancy K. Right, Natalia. In my voice. I am disinterested. Oh, protagonist, you love kids' noise? Not me. I work during the day. This is going to be challenging when I jump on my conference calls and shit today. It's going to be a challenge. I'm telling you. I am disinterested, but people think differently. If you ain't never been through a U season, you wouldn't understand what your friends need. Mm. That's a good one. I am Dissenter. That's a good one. Angel said, good morning, y'all. I'm laid up listening. Just purchased my crop hoodie and wine tumbler, though. Can't wait. Hey, Angel. Thank you for that, boo. I got you, boo. Thank you for that. I appreciate that support. You know, rock out and support a sister. I appreciate that. Raw2thebone.com. If you go to the link in my bio, you'll see my website is there. Georgie said, hey, Angel, that is so awesome. Quick with the support. Yes, I love that. Shirley said, yes, Roy, trying to navigate. If you see moving different, ask, can you help or check in frequently to make sure I'm not in jail, baby. I'm telling you. I am telling you. All right. Oh my God. Heart to Fire said incest. The fuck? Yes. Based on the thing that I read. It makes me wonder how many families are out there that's okay with incest. And the weird part of reading that was the parents saying that they were aroused by the fact that their kids were seeing each other. How the hell does that arouse you? Like that makes my woo-ha crumble up and get wrinkly like start coughing like a dry COVID cough. Like I don't even understand. No, I can't deal. I can't deal. I don't know the fuck country they from, what culture they're in. But baby, if I ever suspected my kids are fucking around, baby, I'm getting therapists. I'm letting them know, baby, this ain't what you supposed to be doing. Listen, I don't know how I would handle the situation. I don't know. But I do know this. It wouldn't be like how they handled the situation. I wouldn't be like, oh, it's arousing and it's okay. And y'all could just move into the same room and keep fucking. No, I'm not doing that. The motherfuckers are using protection now. But what help happens when they get ready, they slip up, protection is not used, and then bloop, you got a kid missing 4 chromosomes. You got a grandkid that look a little funny. And not only for that, it's sick, y'all. How do you go to family reunions? What the fuck are y'all saying at Thanksgiving? That's my boyfriend's sister, brother, girlfriend? Like, the fuck, this is what we doing out here now? Times are that hard. Dating out here is that hard that we fucking our brothers and our sisters? The fuck is going on? And parents are okay with it? Nah, y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to do better. I know that the signs of the times are bad, and I know that the United States decided to give Ukraine 4 point something billion dollars, and we over here hungry and putting bread back on the shelf, and things are rough and out, and it's fucking up our heads and our mental states. But baby, no, incest is not okay. The fuck. Incest is not. Wait, I am Jacinta. I'm dead. I am Jacinta is like, what, Robin? Hearts of Fire said incest the fuck. I am Jacinta said, let it continue. What the fuck? That and Hearts of Fire said that makes me feel sick. That's all y'all had. That's the only input you had. Well, Natalia's over here going, what the fuck? Okay, in capital letters. All right. Oh my God. Cheryl Lee. Facts. Now we laughing, but let's break this down a little bit. Let's break this shit down a little bit. Cheryl Lee said they all need deep, deep therapy. Not therapy, not deep therapy, but deep, deep therapy. The fuck? What's going on in that family? What do y'all think is going on in that family? Let's start with the parents, right? For the parents to say they are aroused that their kids are fucking. I got questions. What the fuck is wrong with y'all parents? Both of y'all feel aroused? That tells me that they got issues. They got issues. And I don't know how they raised their kids, but whatever the fuck issues they had rolled the fuck onto their kids. Now, it makes me wonder, mother and father, are you related in any way? Are you cousins or some shit? Like, is this normal for your family? Are y'all Mormons or something? Not Mormons, the other ones. The ones that ride the horses and shit with that have the fruit markets. Like, I don't know, because I heard in their culture they marry cousins and shit, but brothers and sisters, y'all? No, Damaris. No. Somebody said, ask that question. This better the fuck be step brothers, sisters. No, they brothers and sisters blood. The fuck. Okay. Everybody want to know, are they biological? That was the first question people on the post was asking. And supposedly they're blood. Okay. Theo said, thank you. I have been certified for a while, but renewed because my goal in 2023 is to finally teach a class. Yes, baby girl. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. Um, who sent me a question? Oh, Johnny. Okay. Go ahead, Johnny. He sent me a question. He typed it on IG. Johnny said, when it comes to men and women communication, why when a man, this is a question being submitted. All right. I love the way Johnny Hill did it. He hit the question mark on IG and he typed his question in. So the question that Johnny Hill has is, when it comes to men and women communication, why when a man offers a certain perspective to how a woman is feeling, it is perceived as dismissing what she is feeling. Mm. Did y'all understand what Johnny asked? I need y'all to come to the table because Johnny shows up for everybody else that asks a question. We need to pay attention to this question that Johnny asked. Johnny says, when it comes to men and women communication, why when a man offers a certain perspective on how a woman is feeling, it is received as dismissing what she is feeling. You know, example. I tell my man that I'm feeling so and so and so, and he turns around and says, well, is it possibly because blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, are you fucking listening? Like, are you not understanding my feelings? Where does the communication break there, y'all? I posted something yesterday that said words are everything. And with that, it's on my Facebook page, but you know how people come to you and say, I don't feel like you love me, right? And in this particular example, it said words make a difference, right? Instead of saying, I don't feel like you love me, or I don't feel like you give me love, or I don't feel like you keep me in mind, rephrase these wordings by saying something like, I need more love from you. I would like to have more love from you. I would like to spend more time with you. Instead of saying you don't spend time with me or you don't this. So maybe, Johnny, maybe it's the delivery of how you responded to her or to, whoever. Right? Maybe I'm guessing because I don't know all the content of the conversation and exactly what was said, okay, in exchange as far as words are concerned. But words are very tricky and words can be triggering to people, right? Anybody else want to give an opinion, aka asshole response to what Johnny Hill is asking? Why do some women think that when men give their perspective on how they think their woman is feeling, that women feel like the man is dismissing them, dismissing their feelings altogether? Um, I am the center said, Jesus, take the wheel. This is sickening. Yes, the incest. Georgie said, I had to do something. How old are these motherfuckers? I don't know. I don't know, Georgie. It didn't say a damn age. She said, how old are these motherfuckers? I guess old enough. I don't know. The fuck? But imagine if they were 16. The fuck? I don't give a fuck if they were 30. You ain't doing the shit. Not with me being all aroused and approving of it. That shit is freaky to me. You know what? It's worse than freaky. That is some, I'm going to just go with Cheryl Lee said, deep, deep therapy shit. Because I'm trying not to judge y'all, but this is a hard motherfucking one. That's a hard one. All right. Mishi Boo said Flowers in the Attic is a movie where the children were locked in the attic by the grandmother and two older siblings fell in love and eventually got married. Yes. That's what you meant by Flowers in the Attic. That's my movie. The old version is better than the new version, but I fuck with both of them, right? But that's my movie. You're right. Flowers in the Attic is where the children were locked in the attic by the grandparents, right? And what the fuck happened? The two older siblings fell in love and started doing the fucking nasty in the attic. Okay, wind up getting married, and the other two brothers, the other kids was like their kids. Who writes these fucking movies? And you know what's crazy, Mishi Boo? When I first saw Flowers in the Attic, the original one, I didn't understand that. That shit went right over my head as a kid. I was young when I saw the first version. It wasn't until I watched the remake and I was like, hold up, the fuck? They were doing the nasty and they fell in love. What? I had a different understanding. Who the fuck wrote it? You said the parents are brother and sister. I swear. I swear. Hey, Black Ice. Hey, Interior Room. Um, Black Ice, that shit ain't legal. The fuck? It better never be. It better never be legal. The fuck? Natalia said, oh yeah, Flowers in the Attic is a movie depicting family incest. That shit probably happens even more than you know. Exactly. And that's why I had to read that shit today because I'm like, is anybody on this show fucking their brothers and sisters? I'm trying not to judge y'all because it's too much. Black Eye said, pause. Don't like to bring race, but what shade are we talking about, baby? I tried not to go there, Black Ice. They didn't say what shade it was. I hate you. They didn't say what shade it was, but baby, listen, I didn't want to go there either, Black Eyes, but I was like, Oh my God. Theo said, I have so many questions for the individual and family therapy forever, forever and ever. You know, like that Cardi B face, forever. The fuck? So Angel said, what in the Appalachian incest? I can't. I'm fucking dead. All right. Cheryl Lee said, at the rate they going, they all four are going to be fucking each other. See, I was waiting for y'all to say that. Cause how the fuck the parents said they were aroused? That sound that sound like y'all want to get down with the that sound like y'all want to get involved. Why are y'all aroused? Like your PP got hard because your kids are smashing each other? Like you, oh my God. That sounds sick to me. Like the person that wrote that, like somebody should have just sent that to the police department. Child services, somebody. Damn. But you know, they don't put their names, their real names on these submissions. These are anonymous submissions because they know the fuck somebody gonna send it to the popo. Georgie said, wait, turned on, proud in my soldier boy voice. Yep. They turned on and proud. Okay. All right. The congratulations are coming in for Theo. All right. I am to say, everyone, let's not forget the thumbs up on a live video. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that because it is 9:03. Let's not forget that. Pat, I don't know how old the siblings are. Where were the parents when they started screwing? Well, I have that same question for where the parents when the kids are being molested by somebody in the house. Sometimes parents just don't fucking pay attention. They don't. Okay. Listen, my grandbaby was rocking in the bed last night. I'm so aware of molestation because I was molested when I was young. Okay. One time, one incident, one time. Okay. Doesn't make it any easier to deal with, right? But you know, any movement that these kids do, I'll be looking sideways at them. So my granddaughter has a habit of rocking. So I pay attention. I'm like, is it rocking? Are you humping? Like, what the fuck is going on? But then I also have to remember that little kids touch themselves a little bit, and it's normal. Like who signs up to be a grandmother? Like, I'm fucking done. But I do pay attention to that shit. Protagonist says kids love Uncle Kev. They make mad noise. Now you see why not having my son hurts. Okay, protagonist, you want to come here for the week? Cause the fuck. Shit. Okay. Theo, I know it's too much. They need. It's too much. Hey, Jay Coleman. Glamour 47 said, yes, the delivery and sometimes the body language. Yes. Let's not forget the delivery and the body language, Johnny, right? So sometimes when you are responding to your women or your friends, right, and they take something defensively or wrong, it could be based on your body language or the delivery, okay? It could be a trigger. So people keep in mind that delivery matters and body language. Thank you for that, Glamour 47. That nonverbal is a communication. Is a communication. If I'm sitting here saying, I'm sorry, but I'm sitting like this, but I'm saying, I'm sorry, that don't look like you the fuck sorry. I'm going to be like, fuck you. Right? Period. Theo said maybe it was too soon for the advice. Response to Johnny, maybe it was too soon for the advice perspective. Maybe she just needed an ear and was ready to discuss whatever she was talking about. True. True. And a lot of times I find myself lately saying that, like, I don't have many people that I can vent to. I don't. Right. And so I might pick a friend, and that friend might be the one that I'm venting to a lot, and they might get sick of it. Right. But sometimes I just need to be able to say shit out loud for real because so much shit be going on in my head. So much shit be going on, and sometimes my feelings be in the mix of it. And I just want to talk about it with someone, somebody. And I don't even need advice half the time. And I know that I might have even vented about this thing the day before and the day before and the day before that. But this is a form of therapy. It's like when you go to your therapist every week or once a month or twice a month and you talk shit and they just sitting there listening and looking at you. right? That's what I do to some of my friends. And I know when my friends get tired of hearing it because they'll get quiet or they'll say, we still talking about this? And that's why it's important when you find yourself in that space, you got to seek therapy. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm thinking about seeking therapy because, I can't keep venting to my friends who's tired of hearing about it, right? I can't. I can't. And the advice that they give me is fuck it, Robin. Don't fucking put up with it and move on. But there's so much in between that. When something is bothering you, and then people just tell you, so just walk away, don't deal with it. But there's feelings involved. How do I walk away? How do I deal with it after I walk away? Like the dynamics of my life is going to change, right? And sometimes your friends don't have the knowledge, the capacity, the ability to understand that. All they want you to do is stop talking about it, right? And so, Theo, you're right. Sometimes, people are venting or saying things not for advice. They just want to be heard. I know that's me. Hey here. I don't know. Hairtology by Bree. Good morning. Glamour said some body language is not welcoming and can give off the air of really. You just asked me that? Right. Yeah. Yeah. Pat's, oh, wait. Heart to Fire said 70% of the population is vitamin D deficient. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Pat said these parents are not protecting their children. Shirley said art imitates real life, Michi. For real. Flowers in the attic. Thank you, Damaris. You said they need to lock them parents up. Right? Uh, I am Jacinta. I know we want them to be stepkids. I know we want them to be adopted. I know we want all of that. But the article didn't say nothing about that. They said our children. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Um, Georgie said, ask how she feels. Don't tell her how she feels. Ask, then tell her you don't understand. That's good advice. Ask the woman how she feels. Don't tell her how she feels. That's the one thing that irritates my ass. When I tell somebody how I feel and they tell me how they think I feel, I be like, how the fuck do you know how I feel? I just told you how I feel. And I just told you I didn't do A, B, and C on purpose, but yeah, you looking at me and you saying I did. I hate motherfuckers that do that. I'll be ready to fight. I'll be like, who the fuck? How can you tell me how I feel? It's all in the delivery, the wording. Uh, Pat said the man must ask the woman how she's feeling, not think he can tell her how she feels. Okay? My ex used to do that all the time. He used to try to tell me how I feel. And I used to be like, I used to feel like Jason. Like, like I want to fucking stab you. Don't fucking tell me how to feel. Don't tell me you know how I feel. You don't. I'm telling you how I feel. And he used to be like, no, that's not it. It's this. How you know? Theo said, it's hard not to judge that messiness, baby. Theo, you know I'm human and I ain't perfect. So I just picked up my cup. In my inside, I'm like, I'm fucking judging. But I'm trying not to. Because I know people got issues. But fuck that. That's a bit much. All right. Cheryl Lee said, oh, wait, let me go up. I am just to say, I give my husband examples of how that's not the same of what I just said. That's good too. The woman can respond with examples, right? Cheryl Lee said, written by V.C. Andrews, the book was a little crazier than the movie. I'm sure the books are always crazier because they can't really act out all the thoughts that is written in the book, right? So the books are always more in depth. And you know what? I'm glad I didn't read the book. The fuck? Pat said, I think if it were a black family, the father would beat the shit out of the son. But wait, why just the son? The daughter, I remember when I was raising my son, right? All the parents used to be like, oh, it's the boys that are nasty. It's the boys that are nasty. Raising my son taught me that that's a damn lie. Okay. I used to find letters and notes in his room from these nasty girls in his school talking about they want threesomes and they want this and they want that. And I was like, what? Talking about dildos and shit. And I was in my 30s. I was like, what? Dildos. And y'all know that my son was up in the bed with two women at 15. I was in California on a business trip and my husband called me. Okay. So these girls are just as nasty as these little boys. So why is the son only getting beat? Fuck that. The fuck? Why are we just going after the son? Okay. Cheryl Lee said, "Yelp. Sometimes body language speaks louder than words." So Johnny, I hope you got some of these responses. All right, and put them in your pocket. Okay. Glamour said, "I just saw a show on Netflix. Oh boy. Yep, I saw that. Produced by Spike Lee, dealing with that mess. Yep, I saw that." Jay Coleman say, "You glad you a virgin? Your nose just reached me all the way from the DMV area all the way to New Jersey. It's right at my window. The fuck?" Stop coming on here lying. The fucking nose is at my window. Fancy K said, "People are always telling me my delivery is harsh at Interior and at Mrs. Mitoya." You know, Fancy K, one of the things I've learned, and I've learned a lot since starting with Coffee with Friends. I used to be that person that was like, this is the way I am, take it or leave it. Like, if you don't like the way I come across, too bad. I'm not her anymore. You know why? Because I realized that I hurt a lot of people with the way I deliver my shit. And even still today, I'm working on myself, right? I am not one of those people that say either you like it or you don't. I'm not going to do that because I cannot be that person and come on Coffee with Friends and say, we need healing, we need love, we need to continue to grow. And then be that, and also be that person that says, take me how it is. If I know that my delivery has offended somebody or it hurts somebody, then I'm going to work on that because my goal is not to hurt. My goal is to love up on you, but also understand that I'm moving in a way to let you know that I'm not perfect. So I will, if we are friends for years to come and we are family, there will be a time that I hurt you because I'm human. Just make the assumption that I will hurt you, but also know that if I love you, you know it's not intentional. Okay? We are human. But at the same time, if you know that your actions are negative and impacts another person, it is your responsibility to check yourself, be accountable, and work on your delivery. Our goal should never be to hurt somebody else. Not unless we're trying to do it on purpose. But you know what I'm saying. Like sometimes I'm very snappy with my friends and they be like, well, damn, Robin, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to chill that out. But while I'm trying to chill that out, I noticed that some of my friends are snappy too. And I be like, hold the fuck up. Y'all trying to tame me, but y'all motherfuckers got mouths, right? But we can't walk around and go, this is how I am. If you know that your delivery and your body language and shit affects other people, do justice for yourself and work on that shit. Interior said at Fancy K, not all the time though. Hey, Chef You. Fancy K said at Interior, only when people can't handle it, which is not my fault, right? Well, it depends, right? And I said the same thing, Fancy K. Listen, my mouth. People be turning around like, really, you had to go there? And I'll be like, and there was a time that I'll be like, this is how I am. I don't say that anymore. Because a lot of us have triggers. A lot of us are walking around trying to heal from shit. Some of us don't even know that we are toxic, right? And so I realized that sometimes when I would say stuff, my response and my bitey reaction became a trigger to somebody else. Now, I do also realize that my triggers are my responsibility, not the next person's responsibility. So if you say something that triggers me, right? I'm also working on being able to handle that trigger. I have called out a trigger, right? To my mother and AG. And I was like, oh, that shit triggered me. And this is why it triggered me. And immediately they said, you know what? I didn't know that was a trigger. And I'm going to keep I'm going to keep that at the top of my head. Right. But that was me taking accountability for my trigger. It's not them. You, you said you all ears for me, Jay Coleman. Theo said, yep, I love my therapist. I look forward to just being able to talk, 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 talk. I know. I need to get me one, Theo, because your friends, sometimes you lean on your friends and they just be like, I'm tired of hearing this shit. I don't want to fucking hear it. Right. And so I need to search for a good therapist, right? And I've had a couple of therapists in my life, but I never stayed with them because they don't understand me. And I'd be like, no, you don't know my culture. You don't know nothing about me. You don't know nothing about this. So I really I need a therapist that I think that I can identify with. And those are hard to find. All right. Fancy K said, I'm definitely an advocate of therapy. Baby, me too. But my ex wasn't. And when I wanted to go to therapy, he was like, well, you need to get therapy for. Allah is the best of Allah, Allah. I got so disrespectful to Allah. I was like, oh my God, the devil was probably dancing around with his pitchfork the way I was talking about Allah. But God knows I didn't mean it. It's just that I don't like when motherfuckers try to shove religion down my throat. And when I'm feeling bad, don't fucking tell me to go pray. Don't do that. Don't tell me Allah, Allah. I'll be like, Allah, Allah, kiss my ass. I'll be like, for real. And that's just me. But that doesn't mean that I don't believe in praying. That don't mean that I don't believe in a higher spirit. Okay? It don't mean that. It just mean that I hate when I'm venting and having a hard time and people be like, call on Allah, go pray. The fuck? And Tyria Rue said, the way these Trump Republicans are moving, I wouldn't be surprised if incest became legal. This world is so fucked up. It seems he is leading the pack. Yep. Okay. Georgie said, I'm so low on D that they give me 50,000 UI to take once a week. Yeah. Georgie said it was a series that went from childhood to adulthood. Those kids were abused and neglected. The grandmother was poisoning them with sugar. Yep. For real. Yep. Pat said he's gonna leave the girl's ass kicking for his wife. Kicking for his wife? You I can't. And Tara Rue said at Fancy K, of course, because you are a therapist, but I definitely advocate too. Oh, okay. So we have a therapist in here. We didn't even know. Oh, said, damn, I heard of kissing cousins, but damn, incest is best. What are we saying? Oh, you put your socks there? All right, close my door. Theo says some stuff needs to be kept to yourself. They should have kept that to themselves. Maybe it's a cry for help. Maybe. Somebody fucking help them. But y'all, it is 9:19 and I got to move to closure. Good morning, Color Glon, Nashville. Good morning. Fancy K said, my intention is not to hurt either, but people get offended. So the advice is that I need to be mindful of that. I didn't think my delivery was harsh. Right. I know. I'm at the same place, Fancy K. I don't know. I just be coming on Coffee with Friends for answers too. The fuck? I'm out here trying to be the best me. That's it. And it's hard because I be confused. Fancy K said, I will take the advice. I don't have a problem taking advice. It's helpful. We listen, it's advice. We didn't say it was the right type of advice. The fuck? We all on here trying to grow. We all on here trying to grow. I don't know, Fancy K. I'm trying to learn myself. All right. And so what I found myself doing is before I react, I think about what I'm gonna say and then I say it. Right. I don't know what the right answer is. Interior Rue said at Fancy K, that's Fancy K thing too. Most times she is triggered and she responds. They come at her. She is simply responding, but her response can cut deep. I tell her to ignore them instead. Listen, we growing. A lot of us respond because we are triggered. Things take us back to a place. Like I'm starting to identify with my triggers, right? As soon as they happen, I'm like, that's a trigger, right? And you know what? I hold people that know me for years, that know my life story, and you still trigger me. I hold them responsible too, to a point because I'm like, you already fucking know, and you still doing the whack shit. Those are the people that you got to exit left from. Yeah, we will get there, Fancy K. We will get there. Listen, there's no end game to this. It's constant work. Okay? Georgie said, is sent no need to look her up unless you want to hear her podcast or see her on the news. She actually just got an ongoing segment. Who is that? Oh, Tabitha, you sent me the video. Is that what you're saying, Georgie? If that's the case, I appreciate it. But y'all, I need to move to closure because it's 9:21. But today was Question and Opinions Day. Johnny Hill, I hope you got your answer. You submitted the question. And then I don't know if I missed you coming back on and saying anything about it, but I appreciate the question submission, the way you did it. It was awesome. All right. You hit the question mark and you submitted your question and I read it. All right. So this was, listen, this was Question and Opinion. I keep wanting to call it Freestyle Friday, but we're not there yet, y'all. This is Question and Opinion, aka Assholes Day, y'all. All right. Remember that on August 26th is going to be a hectic day for me. Let me just say this. My boss, not my boss, but my boss's boss, put an 8:30 meeting on my calendar, even though I blocked my calendar out. Right? 8:30 meeting. I try not to start work until 9, right? But they tell me to start work whenever they want to, right? And so I have an 8:30 meeting on August 26th. So Coffee with Friends is going to be a short show on Friday morning. But it shouldn't matter, y'all, because that same very evening on August 26th is Coffee with Friends After Dark, okay? And so with that being said, you should be okay with the half an hour in the morning because you motherfuckers are gonna come back at 8 p.m. at night and do Coffee with Friends After Dark, right? I don't know what all the topics are gonna be yet, but I'll figure that out. And Angel says she's gonna jump on the camera. As a matter of fact, I have got to take some time out to work on my sound because my guest sound has been acting stupid. And so I'm going to work on that hopefully this weekend. All right. Pray for a sister. Pray for a sister. All right. And with that, y'all, the link is in my bio. Make sure you are following me across my platforms: Facebook, IG, YouTube. If you go to YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe. All right. Yes, Uhu, please be there. August 26th, all right? Please make sure you hit subscribe and you hit the bell. All right, you hit the bell so that you know when I'm going live and you won't miss it. Okay, because a lot of you motherfuckers miss Coffee with Friends After Dark, and then y'all be inboxing me talking about, oh my God, I missed it. Oh my God, I forgot. Oh my God, I missed it. I'm telling you, put it on your calendars, make a reminder, tell Alexa to tell you what the fuck, something. Okay. But I expect you guys to show up. And if you plan on jumping on the camera, make sure you are in Coffee with Modes After Dark mode. Don't come on there with no bonnet and no big furry slippers and shit messing up the mood. Okay. I'm just saying. All right. Oh, okay, Georgie. Got it. um, you know, join us. Coffee with Friends After Dark, August 26th. And with that, y'all, I can't say this enough. Love up on your brothers and sisters. All right. Support each other to the best to your ability. And remember, if you need to take that you moment, take that shit. Okay? Cuz listen, if like that video that I duetted and I posted on IG, you need you more than anybody else needs you. Cuz if you're not catering to yourself, how can you be healthy for anybody else? This is what we got to remember. All right? This is what we got to remember, that we got to put ourselves first. All right? But this is Coffee with Friends and I love y'all ass. And y'all know I'm raw to the bone. That's who I am. Come back tomorrow, y'all, on what? Happy fucking Thursday. And remember, hashtag Fit Friends. Whatever you plan on doing for your fit goal, stick to it. And if you mess up, that's all right. Give yourself grace. Get back on your routine the next day. It's okay. But in the meantime, understand that healing and growing is something we all should aspire to. All right. And with that, I'm out, y'all. Hey.